Welcome everybody back to the Real Fly Guy Outdoor Fishing Channel. Hey, it's been a while since I've done a video, and what better way to start off 2025, and I know it's June by the time I'm posting this, than with a video about some of the mods we've done to our boat. So if you see my other videos, you know that this is a Sundolphin Pro 120. They just recently started making these again, although Sundolphin's website says discontinues. You can get these at Tractor Supply, I know, because I'm part of Facebook groups online that are getting brand new 2025 Sundolphin Pro 120s. So we're going to go front to back, and we're going to show all the little mods and stuff that I've done. Obviously, my battery's charging right now. That's because my motor doesn't have an alternator, so I have to charge the battery every trip. And I'm taking it out this weekend. It's Wednesday when I'm making this, so I'm taking it out this weekend. I just want it to be ready. So starting from the front on the way back, the boat comes standard with navigational lights, both starboard, port, and an anchor light. It comes stock with 2 seats and pedestals. This is an upgraded one. We'll get to that in a minute. There's a seat here, and there's a seat holder back there. It comes standard with 2 of these and risers. It comes standard with an aerator, which is in that back hatch. We'll get there in a minute. The boat is rated for... be accurate on this because I believe mine says 15. It does. Mine says 15, although the new ones are rated for 10 horsepower. That's a 9.9 Mark 2 stroke, 89 motor. It also comes stock with trolling motor hookups. So that is I believe it's a 50 or 55 amp circuit breaker. Actually, circuit breaker's back there, but it's a 55 amp circuit for a trolling motor. It'll hold up to a 55 pound thrust trolling motor. That is a 40 pound Minn Kota Endura C2 motor with the Kippewa prop. You can buy these on Amazon. Just make sure that it fits your model. But these are easy. It's 1 bolt in and out. This fits my model, and it's a 3-blade. The other one was a 2-blade, and it greatly improves the thrust of this motor. So, starting from the front, we got the trolling motor with the Kippewa prop. We have the LED bulbs inside here. You can take these out, take them down to Advanced Auto or any auto parts store and match them up for LEDs. They're just standard automotive bulbs. We have the Easy Swivel seat base, all aluminum seat riser, because if you know these, they have a little plastic piece that goes down in there, and I don't like that. So this is an all aluminum riser with the cushion spring on there. This is the stock seat. I will be changing these out because they're getting old, and what happens is the back pad falls off. These little plastic bump outs here, they get crusty and they fall apart, and then the pad falls off. And although all plastic's fine, I don't like it. We put a cup holder on one. I only run 1 seat on this thing. I'm still doing some modifications. What I want to do is I want to make another seat mount to the side of that one, not in my live well, but to the side of it, so I can put the seat back there while I'm running the main motor. I can have a seat. Next time you see this thing, it will have a bimini top too. I'm getting a bimini top this weekend for it, just to stay out of the sun when I'm on the water. So, back to the mods. We have 4 rod holders. I got these at Bass Pro Shop, but they're just like the Scotty mounts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can fish from all 4 corners, so I can also troll. I can troll from the back, or I can troll from the front so I can wash my rods. The battery is up here now. I did that for trimming the boat. When the battery was in the back, it was too heavy. I could not get the boat on plane with me. I'm a big guy. I'm around 300 pounds. I'm a pretty big guy. So I couldn't get the boat on plane. She was just too tail heavy. So I brought it up here and changed my peg setting. I'm all the way on number 1, so it's the highest setting, so I had the most lift from the tail. And she gets up on plane fine. So the battery's up here. This tubing here, that little black tube, that came factory. That runs all the way back to that hatch there, which was the original battery hookup. All I had to do was extend the wires through there and bring them up to the front. So this is my battery storage. That's my anchor, and also where I keep my rod holders and sometimes my big bait organizers. Over there is where I keep my dock ropes, tying lines, any kind of cordage or anything like that, bungees, anything for the deck to tie down. Cleats are stock, 4 cleats all the way around. When you go to anchor this thing out, you want to anchor it as far forward as possible, and there's no cleat up here. However, there might be a cleat placed like this one day, so I can tie off to this and be true center line of the boat. It just takes wave better instead of trying to pull sideways. So this is the Scotty bait station. This is the Scotty risers. One thing I have found, see how wiggly that is? I wouldn't recommend doing it like this with the ball swivels. If anything, I would do the mount to the handle, or I would mount it recessed in, like, kind of like these, but how you can get them recessed. I wish I had my other Sundolphin kayak here. Those have the recessed ones where it's got the little rubber flapper on there. Those are recessed into the hull. I would recommend those better because this doesn't flex too much down here, but this right here, it's all flexy. So I might just stop using this. I might use this for like a fish finder if I ever get one, or a cell phone holder. So I have little D-loops that I've riveted into the hull here, so I can run bungee cords this way, or I can bungee cord something in there. Same thing here, I can bungee cord things here. I have 4 rod holders. Mostly everything that you're seeing here is riveted. I use the trifold rivets. That's a longer rivet, and when you crimp it, it has 3 ears that pop out on 3 sides, kind of like that. And what that does is it makes it harder for it to pull out of the hole because they're flared so much more. It makes it really hard for them to pull out, and I like that because this boat is plastic. There's no wood that I'm drilling into here. The only wood that we have are the decks. There's a little piece at the back of the transom. That's it. So 90% of everything that I'm doing here is all riveted. All right, now it sucks if you got to change it because you got to drill it out, but I'm much rather drill out a rivet than have to worry about, you know, oh no, I put screws in there and it pulled right out of the plastic, and now my hole is twice the size that it was before. So rod holders, yeah, the puppy wants to go in. I have a expandable paddle. Those kind of act like boat hooks. I'm gonna get a boat hook or a gaff, whatever you choose to call it. I call them boat hooks because a gaff to me is a hook with a point for fishing. There's another slide over there. I was using that last year for my cell phone holder. Worked really well because I have a ram mount, so that worked really good. Those are built-in rod holders. Those came with the boat. I don't use those because the rods I'm using is long and it just doesn't work for me. Same thing back here. Fire extinguisher, gotta have it. I have my hog trough and my hog trough holders. I also have, I forgot to mention, this is the magnetic Rapala holder. It has magnets built into it for knives, scissors, fishing pliers, things like that. So the things that are holding that paddle on, they're called quick fists. Make your jokes where you will. They're called quick fists, and all it is, it's a rubber latching system. It'll hold up to a 1-inch pole. You can get them at Harbor Freight. I got those off Amazon, but whatever works for you. Kimimoto drink holder. I'm not sponsored by any of this stuff, by the way. It's just stuff that I've bought and I've tried, and it works really well for me. Kimimoto drink holder. That'll hold a full-size Gatorade bottle. It's pretty big. I use it on my kayak too. Worked awesomely. So, as you can see here, I have my Scotty rod holders with my extensions. I use these on my kayaks as well. They work really well because I control with my kayak too. So, back here, that's where I keep my emergency stuff. And my PFD will go here if I'm not wearing it. I keep a little bit of oil on the boat in case I have to stop somewhere for fuel. I can mix my fuel at the docks because this is a 50-to-1 ratio. And here is flares, rope, whistle. I also have another whistle that I keep with me there. It's a whistle, magnifying glass, compass, temperature, and mirror. So there's extra rope in here. I keep cordage a couple different places around the boat because an old wise soldier told me one time, you never want to catch yourself out in a situation where Mother Nature can take advantage of and you have no cordage to build anything with. You can shelters, tie things together, tie on to things. There's really no reason not to have cordage anywhere. I have it in my truck. I have it everywhere. Not stupid amounts of it, but, 10 feet here, 20 feet there, stuff like that. Just, you never know when you need it. And I usually use 550 cord because you have those inner strands you can pull out. 1,001 uses for 550 cord or 1,100 cord. It's just a bigger, heavier version of it. Great stuff. Highly recommend it. It's coming around back. You got the name of the boat, Real Fly Guy. Mercury. These are the Arrow, from Stingray. Stingray Arrow fins. I got these at Walmart. They're made for, I believe, up to 25 horsepower engines. The only bad part is you have to drill through your cavitation plate. Not a big fan, but they work good. It really works good for this. Atwood transom saver. Now I got to recaulk around my ports, but that hole there does inside the boat. Above the floor. That hole there does below the floor. And this one here with the strainer on is my live well. The strainer keeps things out and keeps things in. So, light pole, flag, because I love this country. May not be perfect, but I love this country. So 550 cord tied onto, this is a Land Shark bungee lanyard. So if the boat's tied up and it wants to get caught off in a current or something, or a wind or whatever, it will pull a little bit and pull right back. It's like a soft pull. I have it on both sides. The reason I had the 550 cord on there is I find it easier to tie off the cleats. What I can do is I just put it through and loop it back like that. Nothing crazy. Bring it in, loop it back, pull, bam. For small cleats like this, it works good. For big cleats, I can use the loops if I want to, but they're just tied on. They're 550 cords looped with a square knot, and then it's tied to this with just a slip yoke. So this is the Yak Gear push pole. It's a 6-foot push pole. So spike pole, sputter, whatever you want to call it. Stick anchor, 1,000 names for them. Use them for when I'm getting shallow, or if I'm trying to get the boat back somewhere. I can put that into the water and I can walk with it. I can also use it to push off of things that I don't want to touch. Aerator, more zip ties. I got to put those in my front. I normally keep my zip ties with my rope and stuff, but always have zip ties on there just in case you got to, secure something. You can link them together. You can do a great thing. Zip ties are like rope. You can never have enough of them. So that's the stock seat mount. You can see the front seat mount's a little heavier. That is an aluminum mount, but it's super thick because aluminum's not quite as strong, so they double up on the thickness. And that's steel, and it works good, but I don't like it. I don't like the... Granted, this is I believe it's a $2,000 boat, brand new right now from Sundolphin. You're not getting the best quality. You're not getting top of the line gear. You're not getting everything. Will it get you on the water? Absolutely. Will it have fun? You bet. I've had more fun on this small boat than I have had on big boats. You can get more places with them. I love these little boats, but let's face the facts. Sundolphin, you're not getting the best gear in the world. You're getting what is good. They're going to throw it on there, and that's going to be that. And you know what? You got to realize that when you get into it. I still recommend this boat to people. It's a good budget boat. It's a good way to start, and it's better to spend $2,000 and find out that you don't like boating and be able to sell this thing, because this is still a very popular boat, than spending $20,000 on a boat, finding out you don't like it because it's so expensive, which big boats are more expensive. The bigger the boat, the more money. And having trouble selling it because not everybody can afford a $20,000 boat. So, grain of salt. But fuel tank goes back there. I run a 3-gallon fuel tank. Lasts me all day. I'm not cruising around all day. Normally I'm fishing, and when I'm fishing up front, if I need to move, normally I use the trolling motor, but as needed, I can cruise pretty far with 3 gallons of fuel. So now my dog's mad. Underneath of there was the original holder for the light. I don't keep it on the boat because it has the flag attached to it. I was taught to always respect my flag, respect the country flag. I had a lot of family members who fought and died for it, so I respect that flag a lot, and I try to take care of it. I take it down, I roll it up, I keep it in the garage every night. If it's going to be out here, the light's going to be on, and I'm not killing my battery. But these holders are the same ones that I use for my paddles, the quick fist ones. Like I said, you can get them at Harbor Freight. They're pretty cheap, but they're nice. Still held in with rivets. So that's about the boat. That's all of it. Another lanyard up here. That's what I've done so far. Like I said, it's getting a bimini top. I have a Cool Tune speaker from Igloo that I keep up here. I'll keep my speaker here, or my cooler speaker here. 2-in-1, trying to save space. So it's a pretty good size Igloo. It'll hold, I think it's like 13 cans. Fill it up with water or whatever. I keep my fishing tackle box over there, but I can also put crates under here. So it's a lot of options for a little boat like this, and I think that's really awesome because everybody wants to talk about these big boats and stuff like that. Personally, I like the little boats. They're like the underdog. It's like a small block Chevy. Everybody wants one. Everybody wanted the big stuff before, big boats. You're talking about Renegade, you're talking about Sea Pros and stuff like that, and I think those are great. I would love to be able to afford those, but I can't. This is what I can afford. This is what I run with. This is what I try. This is what I decide to stay with. So, but I love it. Hopefully you guys approve of these kind of things. If you see anything on this channel that you would like to try, do it. Don't hesitate. Don't think that I'm gonna see it or somebody's gonna see it and say, oh, you stole that idea. It's not about stealing ideas. Personally, that's the one thing I hate is if you see something that you like, chances are somebody else has done it somewhere else besides that person. Just do it. If it works for you and if it works for your situation, run it. Don't try to be an original guy all the time. Sometimes if you see something and you think it's going to work, try it. So, hope everybody's doing good. I don't know if these videos are getting out, but I'm hoping that they are. So, if anybody's out fishing, crabbing, whatever have you, stay safe, have fun. Best of luck. Later.